Welcome to the George FT TV YouTube channel. Today we'll discuss the final round for 2025, so it should be good. And yeah, check the rank, see how we went. We scored 2561, I think. And to win our cachet, we needed a Dunkley 190 and a Dunkley 110. So we got a 140, so good enough. But yeah, we'll touch on that briefly. And yeah, hopefully you did well in your leagues. So I think last week we were ranked 290. Our best ever is 350. A lot of poor scores for me this week, so I'm not sure, but I did have a few, like a Butters and a Dunkley and stuff. So see how we went. Hopefully top 350. Oh, nice. Oh, that's a surprise. 271. So my best finish, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you, Dunkley, for bringing it home. So, yeah, hopefully you do well on your cashies. So, this week, I feel like I didn't do well. Like, McKercher was poor. Like, Song and Andy have just, post-buy, they haven't been as good as they were. As good as I hoped, anyway. And a few other things. So, McRae sub, ranking out, stuff like that. But, oh, yeah, Zach Merritt was good too. So, yeah, hopefully you did well. Like, I felt like week 1 and week 4 finals, I did not great, and week 2 and 3 like I won easily, so you just need to be good on the day. And unfortunately, I didn't get up in my main one, but yeah, anyway, hopefully did all right. In the comments, if you could, obviously it won't be many videos for the rest of the year, maybe like 2, but we'll see. If you could, I'd love to read if you have any lessons you first picked. Never again. Some people don't like never again lists, which is probably smart, but sometimes you just, you're not keen on some plays and whatnot. But if you have your first pick, never again, or a lesson, I read it all. So I'd love for you guys to contribute there if you want. So should be good. And Discord will be running in the off season still, not as active as regular season, but for those that want to do BBL, those that are playing FPL or SC EPL, AFLW we're playing at the moment, and anything else I'm probably missing one. NFL, of course, NFL starting soon is a big one for the Discord. So if you're interested in any other fantasies, want to hang out, want to talk footy and finals or whatever, come join the Discord. Link is in the description. So, but yeah, I think it'll be good to have a good spell over the next few months. More so just do something else with your, get a few hours back, or more than a few hours back of your weekend. So yeah, we'll get into it. But yeah, really good games of footy today. I loved both games. It's good to see Freo get up. Like, just dogs. I don't know. It's easy to blame Bevo, and he probably can, but I think their defense is not great, but their mids and forwards are pretty wild. So I'll leave that to the footy analysis guys. But yeah, it seems like the Dogs seem to lose the same sort of way, like through the middle of the ground, like defending transition and whatnot. So yeah, rough for the Dogs. Just someone had to miss out, unfortunately, and they've played some really good footy. The Dogs, that percentage was nuts, like 135 or something, 140. So yeah, pretty rough. Even Sydney were pretty good back end of the year. So yeah, pretty rough. And then the Hawks and the Lions. I think Hawks are going to try and get a Butters or a Harley Reid and just do everything they can, because without Day in that midfield, you got McLuggage going absolutely nuts today. Could have kicked 4 goals, and Will's there, and Levi will go in there, and Dunkley did his thing. So it's just overpowered them, I think. And then the forwards just got so much firepower, talls and smalls. So they get Oscar Allen too, which would be good for them. So yeah, see how we go. Crows play Collingwood, which would be exciting. So going to be a stressful game, but yeah, we'll get into the SuperCoach now because don't want to ramble too much. But defense was good, so we took Clark's score. Which is good. We got to bench Josh Dacos, who I definitely won't be picking next year. I think he's better on the wing, to be honest. Just the way he plays. Like, he can sort of play anywhere. Maybe a bit bit more inside mid, I think will be good too. But yeah, I don't know. Wasn't a great pick in the end, so not a disaster. But I mean, Holmes was I think 20k more at the time. But yeah, Clark put in a nice score. Didn't field McCarthy. Now these defenders. So Whitfield's up to 110. Nas 115. She's a 107, Clark 105, which is exactly sort of that 107, 104 to 108 range for Clark, and then Sinclair 112. Been a good trade in. Lucky that they had that period where Nas was being used heaps, and Sinclair took a back seat. Then Nas moved up the ground, and Sinclair's just been going nuts. So, who do we start next year? I don't know. I think Nas scores better at halfback. 115. Like if you could say Nas is going to play full year at halfback and he priced at this, I'd probably take it. In the midfield, the contested game, like the loose ball gets like a really good, but I think the contested game, clearance game, I'm not sure it's there yet. See how he goes in the preseason, but yeah, he's a superstar Nas and he's worth every cent. So maybe we'll start. I'm not sure. Whitfield priced at 110. I think he's got an injury game in there. Yeah, maybe. Like, expensive. Sheasel, depends where the DPP is. If he's defender... Well, I think we've seen now, like, this forward business is... I think it's gone. So it should be CBA mid, you'd hope. Sinclair, I guess, he's done a few soft tissues in pre-season, so... Like, we know he can drop a few poor ones, but you can start hot too. So, yeah, I don't love the age, but don't know. Like, Clark, I think you can get Clark at a good price throughout the season. So, I think it's all right to start, but I think it's also fine to trade in or look elsewhere because there's a lot of quality. So, yeah, we'll think about next year. Like, there's a lot of good options, but at the price, nothing really screams pick me. McKercher played forward in the last quarter. Is he going to be permanent halfback? 105 average. I'd probably be closer to 110 if he didn't go forward and score like nothing in the last quarter. So, yeah, he'll be priced in the 80s, 83. You would think he stays halfback, so it'll be a watch. Midfield, so Bont, I'm so happy that Bont got the 130 average. Not that that means anything to him, but Dyson SuperCoach is pretty nice. Like, you see Ablett, Dangerfield. Not sure Pendle's got there. He might have. I know, weirdly enough, Brendan Goddard has come to the head at the moment, so he got there in that 1 year. But yeah, it's a pretty cool club, and I mean, to the surprise of absolutely no one, Bont is M1 and Butters is M2. I think McLuggage might be close. Did he go 120? 119. I love that number. So, yeah, there's heaps of good options. Like, yeah, Rao was good. Like, Rao, I got to let go of what happened last year, but it's weird. How did he score 50? Did he get tagged? I'm not sure. He can throw in these bad ones, but yeah, look at this is nuts post-buy. And there's no real tags because it goes to Anderson, and just watching him play, he's got that explosiveness back that he had when he burst onto the scene in the first, I think he played 4 games maybe in his debut year. And yeah, he knows he's using his legs a bit more and just looks so strong. Hard to stop in there. So he's one you could pick. Like, again, they're expensive, but there's just so many expensive guys. Like Dawson, 113. I think that's not a start because I know you most likely he'll get cheaper. Doesn't have like the massive contested or clearance game. It's very much around the ground. So there are games where, might not be a lot of transition, might be stoppage heavy, or I don't know what I'm saying, but there might be games we know he's capable of dropping a few 60s every now and then, so we can pick him up at another point. Butters does get tagged, but when he doesn't get tagged, he goes nuts. So average 120, and he got tagged by Mullen and scored 40 and 50 or something. Andy, I don't know what's happened post-buy. Maybe sore, it's hard to explain. That's all I can think of, maybe a bit sore. But you look at this start of the year, great starting pick. This 5-round patch, crazy, 140 average. Another 150, then the buys here. And his DT's been awful. I think his last 5 in DT is about 82, 83. I don't think he's even averaged 90 post-buy in DT, which is crazy for someone who I thought would be close to M1 in that format, but price at 113. We got him priced at 109. Yeah, I don't know. Just not sure what happened. Sarong's been a painful own, really painful. Yeah, too many sub-tons here. Way too many. I don't know, not a lot of outside. Not super quick. Just like where the game's going. But like Sarong, he's a star. He'll be fine. But I don't think... Yeah, I don't know. There's just better out there. And Mero gets tagged. 107, got smashed every week. Gets tagged way too much. Fought through with some tags. Not too bad. I don't know. Priced at... Yeah. You know, it's not the worst. I'm glad I didn't trade him, but there is better out there. Yeah, Rucks. What do we do? Gorn, Grundy, Sherry. Well, 100%. I say 100, but I think I probably said that last year. But Sherry, I'll start next year, and I'll be tempted to start Gorn, even though he's 34. Because I'm just thinking, he's priced at 127. Like, if he gets worse, you know, how much worse is he going to get? Is he going to do like 10 points less, like 117? And even then, like, it's not great, and you get him cheaper, but if he averages 117, he'll be a top 3 ruck, you would think. Grundy, I'm not sure. Like, just don't trust Grundy, but you can't deny he's been unbelievable this year. And without a doubt, if you had to pick, yeah, if he does look good next year, you're going to want Gorn, Grundy, and Sherry most likely. And I like Rowan too. I mean, I guess TDK's coming in, so who knows? Do Geelong try and swoop on him? Because, yeah, I don't know. I don't love that move for Rowan. I guess they trade up Rowan. Maybe they get a good pick, and they get on TDK. So they basically get TDK and a pick for Rowan, unless they keep him. I don't know, but I like Rowan, just much more reliable than TDK. Like, Rowan's a warrior. You just know he turns up every week, gives it his all. Undersized in the ruck. Like, you have 2 or 3 bad games or down games, and, you know, 18, 19 games will be really, really good, or good at a minimum. So whereas TDK, I feel like he's played maybe 6 good games. So I don't know, man, but that's the Saints. So they got money, and then the forward line. So yeah, Rankin donut, which wasn't a donut, fortunately, and Joe McRae 60 points in basically a quarter and a bit. So I was happy with that. It's a bit weird to start Zach Jones and bench McRae, but maybe they're just like, I don't know. I don't understand. Give Hugo a bit more of a go in the midfield, give you Windy and stuff. So give them the reins. So I think he's had a good season, and having him there to help develop the young mids that they have, like Philippou, hopefully. Philippou will be sub 200k next year, so we'll just see. I'm not going to call him a lock, but we'll see what happens in the preseason. But we know he's capable, and he's done like 3 calves this year and had no preseason. So, yeah, Chad Warner. There's been no ceiling scores at all. Like, we've seen him go like 170 in the past and then go 60 the next week, but it's just been Yeah, I don't know. Like, for a forward here, you look at post by 90s and 80s and low tons, and yeah, okay, a bad one here, but another bad one. So 1.4 mil. You'd want a bit more from him. Can't say I'll ever go there in the midfield, but in the forward line at the right price, depending on the quality, I probably would go there again, to be honest. Christo he's been solid this year, like a bit more forward recently. So he'll be forward again and priced at 96. New coach. Yeah, I can see myself starting Petrarca. Not like massively confident, but yeah, especially with the role. Like, I think his floor should be 90, even if he's playing forward. And Myers went off for HIA, so a combination of McKercher going forward, McRae sub, and Myers HIA. And I think Clark was in the rooms, and Brayshaw dislocated a finger A combination of all that probably cost 120 points, whereas I don't think my league opponent had any of that except for maybe Brayshaw. And I think I lost my cashier by 60, so do feel a bit screwed, but the guy had a higher overall rank than me, so he probably deserves it. Anyways, that's all good. And Baz, we didn't start Baz. Pretty brain dead move there. So Baz probably an upgrade target as a mid, maybe. Like, yeah, I'd probably go there again. Durability is a little bit iffy, but yeah, this piss run that he had, pretty nice. Mine's getting CBAs. He's been pretty good, but it's hard to tell because he's getting CBAs against like no top 8 teams at all that he had CBAs against. But yeah, I think he's been a successful trade-in for Nick Martin, so I'm happy with that. Just, yeah, what do you do? He gets HIA off for 20 minutes, and then everything else 90 plus. Yeah, we'll look at leagues. We'll look at so who won? Blake Dew's Disciples. So well done, mate. One with Dale as well. Took Clark's, which was pretty nice. Ran there Andy Sarong. Oh yeah, it's Sherry to finish. Sherry might have won him. Yeah, no, Sherry's got him a nice 50 grand. So that's pretty sick. Yeah, a few letdowns at the end. So you can just see, like, not the perfect team. I mean, still must have played unbelievably well. Like, Heaney was a good trade-in when he bottomed out. Sarong would have hurt. Like, yeah, if he just had any one over Sarong, could have won easily. But yeah, well done. Great. Like, Sheasel came good. Sinclair, Holmes, Whitfield. Like, those four, just unbelievable. Like, got yeah, midfield's pretty good apart from Sarong. Darcy's been really good. And one that we kind of miss, I think Thilthorpe, like, when Nick Martin went down, when a lot of us needed a forward, when Horn Francis went down as well, I think the pick was actually Thilthorpe. I feel like he's gone like 110, maybe more. Yeah, he's 112. All Australian, hopefully. And then leagues. I have a feeling we got knocked off. Oh, rankings and leagues. Yeah, we did. Oh, great. That's ours. So we got 2. 2nd to 10th. No. I don't think that's ours. I don't think. So we got 2nd to 12th. But we lost first. That's a stitch up. That's all right. Let's go. And then league. So Makashi. I'll see how I went in the content. Oh, I think Janeth's finished ahead of me. Yeah, Janeth won. King of the content creators. Great year from him. 220, great rank. JD finished pretty good. Had a bit of a lean patch there, but solid ending. DR, good recovery. Yeah. It was good to check the content creators teams, see what they're doing, and it's good to see like other communities and what they're thinking. So this was my first cashie. Does it show? Yeah, game day. So we won this by 27. Thank you to Josh Dunkley at the end. But yeah, he had Sherry. And I thought it was in all sorts. Like, I don't know if you can see that well because of the colour. Green on black doesn't go great, but yeah, Whitfield pretty much matched him. And then I got to bench Josh Dacos. So it's a little bit of a lucky win from me, to be honest. He captained Bond. I took Gorn. I was 50-50 on what I wanted to do there. And then the game started at, I think it was, I had to lock in Harry Boyd as captain loophole, and the game started really early. Like, it was morning when it started in Adelaide. I didn't expect it, but I was going to make like a last minute decision to change it to Bond, but didn't matter in the end. But yeah, it was basically, yeah, Richardson, Kennedy let him down. Oh, he had Andy, but yeah. Just got over the line thanks to Whitfield 170, so a bit of a lucky one. And then the other Kashi, Windy Hill. So he had a great season. Probably just maybe 1 or 2 trades short in the end. But yeah, he's like fielding Clay Hole, fielding McCarthy, 2 rooks. But yeah, we just needed Myers a bit more against in a good matchup, and McRae not to be sub, and Geordie Clark, he went off for a little bit with a cork, so maybe 10 points there, and Sarong is Sarong. So in the end, Sarong is... So second place, I think, gets $0 for winning. You get an overall price too. Second gets 0. I think the winner gets 500. So could have gone anyone over Sarong. Although the GC boys, Gold Coast boys, didn't do that well this week. But yeah, McKercher going forward this year. But we did field at Angus Clark, so swings and roundabouts and stuff. So we'll see where we finished in the leagues, and then we'll wrap it up. Oh, the website's so slow. Total points, second, nice. So yeah, first, yeah, this guy beat me in the league, so that's alright. Deserved win. Oh, we just got over the line. Way too zoomed in. Oh, just got over the line by 40 points. I'll take that. And then the other one, no, that's the same one. Oh, both second, I think. He's in both, yeah. I'm confused. It's the same people. Yeah. $50 one, whatever. Price probably like $100. So yeah, that's it for the year. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Back end of the year, it's very much winding down, and then yeah, get all hype again in pre-season and pre-buy and stuff. But yeah, it'll be good. So I haven't really thought about plans for next year. I just sort of enjoy doing content whenever I feel like it. I'd love to have like an own show, like a sit down show, but it's not possible in Adelaide, and working full time just makes it just too hard. If I was ever in Melbourne and like semi-retired, I'd do it, but I'm not, so can't really do it. Or make time like after at night, but yeah, it'd be cool. Hopefully it grows the game a little bit with them expanding to EPL and NFL, but I'm not sure you're attracting international audience or whatever, but I think it's good for, I think it's the marketing term is market penetration, where you just get that first user in and then it can translate to growth. So hopefully that can attract a few new users for EPL, NFL, and for SC, hopefully that means good things for SC. So yeah, appreciate you guys watching again. Have a good off season. Have a good break, and enjoy the finals. Hopefully your team wins. Hopefully Crom wins and all that. So see you guys in next video. Will be probably the 2026 starting team, which will be post trade period. So peace. See you guys then.